No witajcie, tu Karnaś, grastreskopia.pl. Lecimy dalej z Kingdom Come Deliverance. No, deszczyk pada.
What are you doing? God bless. Oh, look where you're going. Hey!
God save you. What can I do for you?
Can we trade?
If you've got the coin. My respects to you.
Can you tell me who I can buy something from or sell to?
Everyone fled here with only what they could carry. But I reckon Votova, the pondkeeper, wouldn't let even Sigismund interrupt his business. I saw him by the granary. You can't miss him. He's skinny as a bulrush. What the hell are you doing? God bless.
I'd like to order something here.
Uh-huh. And what do you want?
Proper bath.
And my clothes need washing.
But of course. Money first, though.
I'm not giving you that much.
And how much are you willing to pay?
Targujmy się.
What about this?
It'll take more than that to persuade me. You won't regret spending the money. I guarantee it. God bless.
What is it? Hey, what the... Clear off before I call a pack.
Co? W przedpokoju.
I'm honoured that you should come to me.
I'm looking for a fellow who lives here, but I don't know his name. Do you know anyone with a limp?
What would you want with him? Well, it's no skin off my nose. The bastard has a cottage on the edge of the village by the road to Rattay.
I'm looking for a fellow who lives here, but I don't know his name. Do you know anyone with a limp?
There is one. A crooked bastard he is too. I hope you're here to take him away. He lives in a cottage at the end of the village by the road to Rattay.
I'm honored that you should come to me.
I'd like to learn to read.
You? You don't look like the makings of a priest or clerk. But why not? I've taught all sorts. Bear in mind, it won't be all that easy. You'll need plenty of time and a few groschen for my trouble.
All right. I don't want to waste time. We can get started. The sooner I master it, the better.
Very well. I will require some groschen from you, though, and set aside at least a couple of days so I can put you through your paces, if indeed time is of the essence.
Here are your groschen.
Then we may as well start. He did break his vow, but better than to dishonor it here. May he follow his heart. Wake up, lad. It's time we were getting on. So, let's see you read a bit. There's a book here on the table. Try to read it.
Will I manage?
You ought to be able to. It's a simple text. Come back once you've worked your way through it.
I've read the book.
Wonderful. So tell me, what have you learned?
There was something about some fellow and a goose.
Ah, well, the main thing is you've managed to read the book. The rest is just practice. Only through a careful reading will you uncover the real meaning of the text. No book is written on a mere whim and without purpose. Like I told you, books are valuable. And the words that you place in them ought to be no less so.
Does that mean that I can read then?
Yes, you have the foundation, Remember, my boy, the pen is mightier than the sword. To fully learn your way around words will take a lot more reading yet. Now we'll move on to the second lesson, which will be much harder. Many books are written in Latin, the language of erudite and religious men. If you really want to be able to read, there's no getting away from Latin. There's a book on the table with some text. Read it and then come back. You need not understand it, but you should master the letters.
I only just managed the fable about the goose, and now you're asking me to tackle Latin.
You're a clever lad. You'll manage.
I read the page.
So tell me, Distrupule, what's written there?
Nutus set libertine malus, ut non aliqua part dropet.
Not bad for a first try, lad. Try reading it again. Practice makes perfect.
I read the page.
So tell me, Distrupule, what's written?
Dullest liver tam malus non liquor party profit.
Not bad, my boy. Good effort. You're almost there. But you better go back and read it again.
I read the page.
So tell...
Nullus est liber tam malus ut non lique parte prosit.
Good heavens! Don't tell me you haven't had lessons before. Excellent. Well, there's nothing more I can teach you. Congratulations. You can go and be ordained right away.
Thank you, Domine. I'm feeling a lot wiser. I'd like to discuss the price.
All right, so.
Agree?
It'll take more than that to persuade me.
Very well, I agree.
This won't take long. God!
Had enough?
Yeah, you got me. For the love of God, I only stole a piece of bread. I was starving.
No excuses. Hand it over.
Here.
You got the thrashing you deserved. I hope you've learned your lesson.
Yes, sir.
You really let him go? Just like that? And did you get the loot back?
I did. I have it here.
Thank you. That thieving magpie. You can't trust anyone these days. And just so you know, I'm no pinch purse. Here's a small reward.
Thanks.
God be with you.
Is there anything suspicious going on in these parts?
Indeed there is. Around here, you should hear about what Vashek the groom has been up to at the stables. When the head groom told the lads here, they fell off their seats laughing. And there's more. Just last night, Father Godwin was here. calling fire and brimstone down on old Gertrude, the herb woman. He's not one to make a fuss over some trifle either.
Is there anything suspicious?
Nothing out of the...
Kulawy Lubosz. No, będzie linczyk.
Move along, citizens. Move along. There's nothing to see here.
That's what you call nothing to see. I'd like to know what something to see looks like.
By the keys of St. Peter, this is all I need. We'll have to send word to Sir Hanush.
That might not be necessary.
Who are you?
I'm Henry of Skalitz, in the service of Hanush's Captain Bernard. I'm investigating the attack at Neuhof, and I think this could be related.
Well, I'm the bailiff of Auschwitz. And I say we don't want any of that kind of trouble around here. What makes you think this has anything to do with Neuhof?
One of the folk at the stud farm recognized someone from Auschwitz among the bandits.
We have no bandits or murderers around here.
Really? They say he had a limp?
Shit. Well, allow me to introduce you to Limpy Lubosz. Or all that's left of him.
Ups, nie zdążyliśmy. Zdrajca.
Sakra. Nothing's ever easy. I'll have to take a look around and ask a few more questions, if that's all right with you.
You can take this mess off my hands and welcome to it. As for what else there is to find out, I don't know. But look and ask all you like.
Who was Limpy Lubosz?
A poor crofter and a scoundrel. Can't say I'm too surprised what happened to him. He kept company with all sorts of vermin. He was always getting into some kind of trouble. Punch-ups in the tavern and what have you.
How come he limped?
He got that from some villainy or brawl a long time ago.
Has he been up to anything suspicious lately?
I don't know. The last few days he didn't go anywhere. He was home the whole time. But he always kept everyone in the village at arm's length.
Did he have any kith or kin in the village?
None. A loner he was. I don't know the last time I saw him with anyone.
Do you happen to know where he was on the night of the Neuhof raid?
I've no idea. He kept his distance from other folk, so you never knew if he was away or holed up at home.
Good day, Henry.
When did you find the body? And did anyone see anything?
Just now, and nobody saw or heard anything. I don't know how they could gut him like that without someone hearing him scream.
Another thing about Lubosh.
God be with you, Henry.
Jesus Christ be praised.
My respects to you.
I've come in the name of Sir Hanush of Lipa. I'm investigating the massacre in Neuhof, and now a murder here as well. Can I ask you a few questions?
Of course. Ask away.
That man Lubosh who was murdered, what was he like?
He was a drunk who was always looking for a fight. Nobody liked him much, but I wouldn't wish an end like that on any man.
Have you noticed anything suspicious recently?
Well, now I think of it, I hadn't seen him around for a while. No idea where he was skulking.
Do you know what Lubosh was doing the day Neuhof was raided?
Not a clue.
Do you know anyone Lubosh used to spend time with? Relatives or friends?
He was a loner. He didn't even have any mates in the tavern.
That's all. Thank you. I've come in the name of Sir Hanush of Lipa. I'm investigating the massacre in Neuhof, and now a murder here as well. Can I ask you a few questions?
I don't know how I can help you, but ask if you must.
Who was this Lubosh who was murdered?
You could see at first glance he was no good. I kept well out of his way.
Have you noticed anything suspicious recently?
There wasn't sight or sound of him for a long time, and then yesterday he turned up at the church and even talked to the parish priest. I never saw him do that before. Probably had a bad conscience.
Do you know what Lubosh was doing the day Neuhof was raided?
I don't think he was home. I didn't see him all day.
Do you know who Lubosh used to spend time with? Kin or friends?
As far as I know, he had nobody at all in this world.
That's all. Thank you.
Good health to you.
I've come in the name of Sir Hanush of Lipa. I'm investigating the massacre in Neuhof, and now a murder here as well. Can I ask you a few questions?
I don't know nothing about it, but ask all you want.
That man Lubosh who was murdered, what was he like?
I didn't really know him. He kept to himself, even in the tavern.
Have you noticed anything suspicious recently?
Come to think of it, he was in church yesterday. He was even talking to the priest and went to confession. I was wondering what he was up to take to the faith all of a sudden. But I suppose no sin's too dark for God's mercy.
Do you know what Lubosh was doing the day Neuhof was raided?
I was coming from the tavern very late that night, and I caught a glimpse of someone entering the village. He looked like he was in a hurry. It was only a shadow against the sky, but after what happened, I wouldn't wonder.
Do you know anyone Lubosh used to spend time with? Relatives or friends?
Not with anyone from the village. He used to sit in the tavern next to us sometimes, but he never said much.
That's all. Thank you.
I'm looking for the local groom. Where can I find him?
If he isn't in the stables, then I've no idea where he's got to.
My respects to you.
I've come in the name of Sir Hanush of...
Sir Hanush gives a job like that to a young fellow like you? Well, what do I care? Ask.
That man Lubosh who was murdered.
He was a strange one. Always drinking, bad-tempered. Lord knows how he made a living. Well, maybe now I've got an idea or two.
Have you noticed anything suspicious recently?
I didn't see much of him lately. Not even in the tavern. Not till yesterday in church, as it...
Do you know what Lubosh...
I don't think he was home at all. Wait. Are you saying he... Jesus.
Do you know anyone...
I really don't know. As far...
That's all. Thank you.
What is it?
God be with you. God be with you, Henry.
I've come in the name of Sir Hanush of...
Of course.
That's all. Thank you.
Any work going here?
Enough for a dozen men. You could take the place of that useless stable hand Vashek for a start.
What happened? Did he do something wrong?
Just found out that he lost our pie.
Lost it where? In his stomach?
No, Pie was our fastest stallion. A lovely dappled one.
Oh. Well, that's bad news. How did Vashek manage to lose him?
He fell, banged his head, and the horse bolted. Can you fathom it? A stable hand falling off a horse. And then Pie took off at a gallop.
Well, I can't take Vashek's job, but I can try to find your pie.
That would be nice of you. If there's anything you need to know, ask that fool. I was too livid to even speak to him.
Right. I'm looking for the local groom.
Well, you found him. What can I do for you?
The Lady Stephanie of Talmberg sent me. She said you have a roan ready for her.
Well... Chamberlain Dietrich said someone would come. We have him here, but if he's ready, I can't say. That miserable horse will let you saddle him and walk him around the courtyard, but as soon as someone sits on him, he goes completely wild.
That horse is supposed to be presented at a noble woman's wedding. It probably won't be appropriate if he makes a spectacle of his rider. Is there anything I can do?
Try asking Vashek. For some reason, that devil horse listens to him. Then take the horse with you. Dietrich's arranged everything.
Lord above, they did a hell of a job on him. Must have been agony. How come no one heard anything? What's this? Looks like someone's hit him very hard on the head. Could they have bludgeoned him to death and then gutted him? That would explain why he didn't scream. Judas? Looks like this is meant to be a warning. But for who? And why? Maybe the gang had a falling out. But a bandit who knows how to write isn't something you see every day.
Mother of God!
What's that?
Jesus, look where you're going.
Who's there?
Hey, is someone there?
Hey,
What are you doing? Jesus!
God be with you, Henry.
Good day to you. What do you need?
I'd like you to show me how to ride a horse better.
Certainly.
I'd like to practice the basics.
All right, but it'll cost you.
Isn't that quite a lot? Satisfied?
You're a right pinch purse. Agreed. Now listen up.
I'd like you to show me how to ride a horse better.
Certainly.
I'm interested in more advanced techniques.
All right, but it'll cost you.
Isn't that quite a lot? Since it's you...
It'll take more than that to persuade me. Agreed. Now listen up.
I heard you have a way with the horse that unsaddles everyone else.
Yes. I suppose I do.
And how do you do it? How do you calm him down?
I'm good to him.
Well, I want to treat the horse well too. But I don't know how, because I don't know him as well as you do. Will you help me?
I sing to him.
You sing to him? What?
2 horses come roaming in the merry month of May to graze in the shade of the apple tree there. The first one is brown, and the second is grey. Which shall I ride to my maiden so fair?
That's, interesting.
I know how it looks, but he likes it.
Thank you, Vashek. How's the head?
So even strangers know my shame. Come on, then. Come and take a closer look at Vashek the Blockhead.
I'm not here to mock.
So what is it you want?
I promised the head groom that I'd look for pie.
Well, good luck with that. I've been searching half the day. Although I have been seeing double ever since that bang on the head. So it's possible I missed something.
Can you describe pie for me?
Good.
Long face, 4 legs,
You did hit your head hard, didn't you?
Yes? Why?
I asked you to describe Pi. Not every horse in the world.
Sorry, he's a dappled grey, a stallion, and he's really fast. Though that won't help you much.
Quite the opposite. Where did you fall off, Pi?
Just south of here, between the fields and the woods, there's a crossroads where 4 paths meet. It was around there.
4 paths? So we could have gone anywhere.
Now you see my problem.
When was that?
In the morning. Then I staggered about for a while, feeling as rough as a boar's ass. I was glad to stagger back here in the end.
Fine. I'll go and look for him.
Thanks. If you find him, the groom might go easier on me. Oh, and one more thing.
Well?
Pies used to take in the bridle lace, so I'd keep to those.
That's useful. Thanks.
Be a bit more careful.
So, boy, want me to sing? You're definitely the first horse I've ever serenaded.
2 horses come roaming in the merry month of May to graze in the shade of the apple tree there. The first one is brown and the second is grey. Which shall I ride to my maiden so fair?
Well, you still gonna throw me off?
Thank you, Henry.
So, boy, want me to sing? You're definitely the...
Please, sir, help me.
What's happened to you?
I've walked all the way from Kuttenberg, but as you can see, I'm barefoot. My feet have frayed to the so I can sway.
Wait, I'll see what I've got.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. I seldom meet such a good Samaritan. God shall repay you.
Anytime. Take care now.
Hey, watch it. Folk these days.
Clear off. I don't want to talk to you. Jesus, look where you're going.
What's it about?
An offer you can't refuse. The finest goods at an incredible price.
I don't know. Isn't it stolen or something?
I say, Do you want to offend me?
No, no. It's just... You have to admit, it looks a little suspicious.
Indeed, suspiciously cheap. But there's absolutely nothing wrong with it.
All right. Show me what you're selling.
As you wish.
What's it about?
An offer you can't refuse.
Sorry, but...
Never mind. You're not averse to a bit of profit.
Hey, Henry's come to see us. What?
How does life in Rattay suit you?
I suppose it was kind of them to take us in.
And he said right away he'll take them, and how much do I want for them? I was surprised myself, but I wasn't sure that
God save you.
take everything he makes.
God be with you.
Can we do something about the price?
All right, so.
What do you say to this?
You're a right pinch purse.
That's a sum I can live with. Can we do something about the price?
All right, so.
Satisfied?
That's still too much.
That's a sum I can live with.
How are you, Henry?
I hope I can be of some humble service to you.
God's blessings. What can I do for you?
Let's talk about the price.
Well, we can try it.
Are we agreed?
That's a poor offer.
God be with you, Henry.
Oh, that's a decent price.
Greetings, good night. How may I serve you?
I'd like to discuss the price.
All right, so?
Since it's you.
More.
Oh, that's a decent price.
Co?
God be with you, Henry.
Można.
Welcome, Henry.
Oficjalnie amerykańska Akademia Filmowa nie wydała żadnych nakazów ani zakazów dotyczących tego, co gwiazdy mogą dziś na siebie założyć. Tradycyjnie od 10 lat panie występują w sukniach balowych, panowie w smokingach, a kwestie kolorystyki zostawiono już całkowicie w gestii gwiazd, ale przypomnę Państwu, że podczas ceremonii rozdania Złotych Globów panie wystąpiły w czarnych kreacjach, aby w ten sposób zaprotestować przeciwko dyskryminacji kobiet oraz wykorzystywaniu seksualnemu. Dzisiaj możemy spodziewać się kilku niespodzianek i porcji wzruszeń, bowiem jest to 90. jubileuszowa Oscarowa gala. Na scenie pojawią się największe gwiazdy, które będą wręczały nagrody, a producenci kosztującej $44 miliony gali mają nadzieję, że po pierwsze dzisiaj obędzie się bez większych wpadek, a po drugie
Onions that'll even make your mum shine like a little
Implements, instruments, and tools. Everything.
I'm honored that you should come to me.
czy Oscary powtórzą werdykt niezależnych twórców. Wczoraj wygrał film Uciekaj. Na Oscara większe szanse mają Sztab, który ma 13 nominacji i 3 billboardy za emisyjny.
Let's talk about the price.
Well, we can try it.
Agree?
That's still too much.
God save you, Henry.
Oh, that's a decent price.
Have you picked what you want? Thank you kindly. How can I be of service? Here's your change. Thank you. Call again. I'm here at your service.
AJ Balding. Moment wejścia do Unii Europejskiej to nie był moment, kiedy powiedzieliśmy A. Potwierdził rewelacyjną formę i zdecydowanie wygrał konkurs Pucharu Świata w skokach narciarskich w Lahti. Dzięki temu umocnił się na pozycji lidera klasyfikacji generalnej. Czwarty był Dawid Kubacki, a my łączymy się z Michałem Rybulskim, który konkurs obserwował z bliska. Michale, być może jeszcze za wcześnie o tym mówić, ale widząc formę Kamila, wydaje się, że pewnie zmierza po kryształową kulę, czyli zwycięstwo w całym cyklu Pucharu Świata.
Tak, bez wątpienia na to wygląda. To był zdecydowanie jeden z najbardziej spektakularnych sukcesów Kamila Stocka w Pucharze Świata. Zwycięstwo numer 27. Styl to jedno, drugie no...
No dobra.
Come again anytime. What is your will?
Let's talk about the price.
Why not?
What do you say to this?
It'll take more than that to persuade me.
Oh, that's a decent price.
God be with you, Henry.
Let's have a word about the price.
Naturally.
Dawaj, Kasiorka.
Agree?
It's not worth it to me.
God save you, Henry.
I knew we'd come to an arrangement.
No i proszę, już mam pieniążków dużo.
Let's talk about the price.
All right, so.
What about this?
That's not enough.
God be with you, Henry.
Very well, I agree. I'd like to discuss the price.
All right, so.
Since it's you.
That's too much.
Welcome, Henry.
I'm glad you came.
Very well, I agree. I'd like to discuss the price.
All right, so.
What about this?
You won't convince me with that.
God be with you, Henry.
That's a sum I can live with.
But he can't live without you either. God save
Hey,
Henry.
Henry's come to see us.
Good health to you, Henry.
I'd like to discuss the price.
Well, we can try it.
What do you say to this?
You won't convince me with that.
God be with you, Henry.
Very well, I agree.
Henry!
Thank you. Thank you, wonderful.
Good day, Henry. My humble greetings. How may I serve you?
Lady Stephanie of Talmberg sent me to...
And what would she like? Fine clothes from Venice? Exquisite spices from Arabia? Jewels from Germany?
Wine. Good wine.
Ah.
Ah?
God save you, Henry.
Would beer be enough?
As a gift for a noble woman's wedding? No, it definitely wouldn't.
Then that's going to be a problem. I gave the last keg of good wine away as a prize for the archery competition tomorrow.
Shit. Isn't there anywhere else where I could find the wine?
Unfortunately not. I have the exclusive right to sell and buy that particular vintage. No one else in the region will stock it.
Can I enroll in the competition?
But of course. Go to the shooting range above Rattay.
But what if I don't win the competition?
Then you'll have to persuade the winner to part with some truly excellent wine.
I suppose I'll just have to find a way to get it.
I'm sorry, there's nothing more I can do to help.
Let's talk about the price.
Well, we can try it.
Are we agreed?
It'll take more than that to persuade me.
Henry, I'm glad you came.
I knew we'd come to an arrangement.
Kurwa, zamiast sprzedać to kupiłem. Ja pierdolę. Kurwa.
How are you, Henry?
Kurwa, mać kurwa.
Let's have a word about the
Kurwa,
price.
jebana mać, no.
Well, we can try it.
Since it's you.
That's too much.
God save you, Henry.
Oh, that's a decent price.
G'day, Henry.
I hope I can be of some humble service to you.
Do you know if there's anyone around here who could use my help?
Aye, there could be something for you. You're the blacksmith's son from Scarlets, ain't you? The bailiff here could probably use you. He's got some jobs for the Scarlets refugees, but he's not sure who's good for what. He was moaning about it here yesterday.
Welcome, Henry.
Watch where you're going.
Greetings, good night. How may I serve you?
How are you, Henry?
I'd like to discuss the price.
All right, so?
Since it's you.
That's not enough.
God be with you, Henry.
That's a sum I can live with.
What are you in need of?
I'd like to discuss the price.
Well, we can try it.
Agree?
It'll take more than that to persuade me.
God be with you, Henry.
I'll go for that.
Good day, Henry.
God be with you, Henry.
No dobra, na razie kończymy. Trzymajcie się i zapraszamy na grastroskopia.pl.